move right along in our ratios unit, and we're going to start to talk about rates and unit rates. Your goal for today is I can determine unit rates. Unit rates are very applicable to real life. A lot of times students will ask, how does this relate to my life? How is this going to help me in my life? Well, unit rates, people use them every day, but more important than that, unit rates will save you a lot of money if you know how to calculate them and if you use them correctly. This is the first time that we're going to introduce using calculators in class, so make sure that you have your calculator on and that it's next to you. I will tell you what to type into your calculator and how to calculate the unit rates. Remember that you can pause, fast forward, or rewind the video as you need to. So let's go ahead and get started with some definitions. So the first definition is ratio. You might remember this from last time, but ratio is a comparison of two quantities by division. And you'll remember that there were three ways to write a ratio. So you could write it 5:11, 5:11, or 5/11. Also remember that the important thing with ratios is that they are always as simplified as possible. Next we have the word rate. So the word rate is a ratio comparing two quantities with different kinds of units. Now a rate will look something like this. $3.99 for 24 ounces. And we're going to look at examples of this in just a minute. Last but not least, we have something called a unit rate. A unit rate is a ratio that is simplified so that it has a denominator of 1. And remember, the denominator is the bottom part of a fraction, okay? And you get the unit rate by calculating the rate. So for example, you would get 12 cents per pound. And if you think about that as a fraction, that would be 0.12 over 1. 12 cents per 1 pound, okay? Another example is 14 cars per minute. And if you think of that as a fraction, that would be 14 over 1. 14 cars per 1 minute. All right, let's put these into action here. So in order to talk about unit rates, we need to go shopping. The best way to learn about unit rates is to actually use it on real products. Okay, so our first product is we have a coupon for some lean cuisines. Those are from the frozen food section. You may have them in your house or know what they are. So we're going to calculate the unit rate. We need to find the unit rate. In other words, how much would one lean cuisine cost? Remember, we need to have a denominator of 1. So in order to find the unit rate, we need to calculate the price over the number of lean cuisines. So the price is $12 over, how many are we getting? 6. Now, this is a pretty easy division problem to do in your head, but just pick up your calculator, turn it on, type in 12 divided by, because this division bar right here, this fraction bar means division, 6. And you're going to get 2, which again, you probably could have done in your head, but it's important to practice with the calculator for when the numbers get more complicated. So this would be 2 over 1. Well, what does this mean? It is $2 per 1 lean cuisine. So if I bought 1 lean cuisine, I would pay $2. Okay, let's try another example. So here we have some more frozen food aisle items, but we have pizza. So we need to find the unit rate. How much would 1 pizza cost, okay? So the advertisement is for 2 pizzas. Let's find the unit rate. Price over pizzas. So we have $10, you can even put the dollar sign, over 2 pizzas, because it says in the advertisement we get 2. If you put 10 divided by 2 in your calculator, you're going to get 5, okay, which is 5 over 1. So $5 for 1 pizza. So your unit rate is $5. Let's try another example. So here we have some Coca-Cola and Pepsi products. Find the unit rate. How much would 1 soda cost? Well, let's go back to our formula. Price over number of items. So the price is $10 over, how many are we getting? 4. Put this into your calculator. Yes, you could simplify that as a fraction to 5 over 2, but you don't walk to the cash register and say, here, I have 5 over $2, okay? So we need to come up with a decimal. So 10 divided by 4, in your calculator, you should get 2.5. And remember, that's dollars. So that means that it's $2.50 for 1 soda. Let's look at another example. So now what happens is we're going to calculate the unit rate for ice cream. But this time we need to determine if we're going to buy ice cream at Food Lion or Walmart. And the reason why we're trying to figure out is we're trying to save money. So at Food Lion, I can buy 3 gallons for $10. At Walmart, I can buy 4 gallons of ice cream, but it's going to cost me $12. So all I have to do is find the unit rate of each one to see which one am I going to pay less money per gallon. So at Food Lion, remember it's price over quantity. So I have $10 over 3 gallons. At Walmart, I have $12 over 4 gallons. Put both of those into your calculator and come up with a unit price. Okay, so for the first one, you're going to get a really, really long decimal, and it should look something like this. And if you remember from our decimals unit, that's called a repeating decimal. And yes, we could put the little bar over it to show that it's repeating. But I need you to remember that we're talking about dollars and money and currency. And you don't go up to the cash register and say, here's $3.33333333. So with money, we're always going to round to the hundredths place. Oops. Okay, round to the hundredths place. So our hundredths place is right here. We'll put our bar. We have a 3 after it, which means we're going to stay the same. So the cost at Food Lion for 1 gallon is $3.33. The cost at Walmart for 1 gallon, if we divide that, is an even $3. So ask yourself, yes, I'm going to be spending $2 more at Walmart, but I'm getting 4 gallons of ice cream, and each one is going to cost $3. So the better deal is at Walmart. 4 gallons for $12. Okay, let's use the same exact process, but on paper towel. All right, so at Harris Teeter, I can buy a 3-pack that costs $2.79. Or I could buy a 6-pack that costs $5.46. Which is the better deal and why? So I'm going to draw a line right here. So remember, price over quantity. So I have $2.79 over, and this is a 3-pack. And then over here I have $5.46 over, and this is a 6-pack. Now put these into your calculator and find the unit rate. How much would one paper towel cost? Okay, you should have gotten an even 93 cents for the 3-pack or 91 cents for the 6-pack. So which is the better deal? Well, the 6-pack is the better deal because I'm only paying 91 cents per paper towel. I'm saving $2 per roll, which does not seem like a lot, but over the course of weeks and months and years and decades of buying paper towel, it adds up. All right, so let's talk about some examples that may not have to do with grocery shopping. So Molly shot 20 baskets in 4 minutes, okay? Nico shot 42 baskets in 6 minutes. How many more baskets did Nico shoot per minute? So let's set up our fractions, or sorry, not our fractions, our rates. So I have 20 baskets over 4 minutes, okay? And this is for Molly. And then I have Nico over here, and he has 42 baskets in 6 minutes. Now, in your calculator, calculate the unit rate for each one of these individuals. Okay, so Molly shoots 5 baskets per minute. Nico shoots 7 baskets per minute. So we know that Nico shoots more, but that's not the question. The question is, how many more does he shoot per minute? Well, if he shoots 7 per minute, Molly shoots 5 per minute, how many more does Nico shoot? 2 more baskets per minute. Okay, for Carolina's birthday, her mom took her and 4 friends to a water park. Carolina's mom paid $40 for 5 student tickets. What is the price for 1 ticket? So let's find the unit rate. We have $40 over 5 tickets. So put that into your calculator. 40 divided by 5. Your answer should be $8 for 1 student ticket is what it costs Carolina's mom to go to Carowinds. Okay, we have a challenge problem here using unit rates. So when we started to compare the same item from 2 stores to find out what the better deal was, we saw that we could save money. So now we have Justin's pizza problem. So Justin is throwing a party and he needs to buy 4 pizzas. That's very important. He found 3 advertisements in the newspaper. The first one was for Rose's Pizza. The second one was from Pizza Mart. And the third one is from Colin's Pizza. So he needs 4 pizzas. Which one of these places would get him the best deal? So let's start with Rose's Pizzas. Rose's Pizzas charges $6.35 for a pizza. But if I buy 3, I get 1 free. And I need 4, so that would be perfect. So how would I calculate my price for 4 pizzas at Rose's Pizza? Well, if I need to buy 3 to get 1 free, I need to do 6.35, okay, so $6.35 times the cost of 3. And you can put that in your calculator. And you should come up with $19.05 for Rose's Pizza. Let's move on to Pizza Mart over here. So at Pizza Mart, each pizza has a flat cost of $4.65. We need 4 pizzas, so we're going to do $4.65 times 4 pizzas and see what that gives you. All right, So for this one here, you should get $18.60. Let's move over to Collins Pizza. So Collins Pizza, we don't have to do much computation because it sells a 4-pack of pizzas for $19.60. So we have $19.60, $18.60, or $19.05. Where should Justin go? Well, from the looks of it, he would save a little bit of money if he went to Pizza Mart to buy the pizzas for his party. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this lesson. Remember that you can go back, you could fast forward, you can pause, and you can always ask me any questions in class. Remember that when you're calculating unit rates, if you're using dollars, you always want the dollars to be on the top. That's how you're going to get an accurate